6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The President and the Prime Minister have strongly condemned the terrorist attack in Dera Ismail Khan. 10 frontier constabulary soldiers have embraced martyrdom during the exchange of fire with Khawarij in Dera Ismail Khan. The Deputy Prime Minister has called for intergenerational collaboration to ensure progress for the Commonwealth community. The Information Minister says the government is focusing on bringing down the electricity tariff. 3 Indian troops have been killed in an attack on their vehicle in Baramulla district. 38 members of the same family, including 14 children, have been martyred by the Israeli forces in Khan Yunis. And now the news in detail. The President Asif Ali Zardari and the Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif have strongly condemned the terrorist attacks in Dera Ismail Khan. In a statement, the President expressed grief over the martyrdom of 10 FC soldiers in the terrorist attack in Dera Ismail Khan. He lauded the patriotic spirit and bravery of the soldiers and prayed for their high ranks of the martyred and patience for the bereaved families. In his statement, the Prime Minister paid rich tribute to the FC personnel who bravely fought the Khawarij terrorists in Dera Ismail Khan. He also expressed condolence over the martyrdom of 2 policemen in a terrorist attack in Bannu district and commiserated with their bereaved families. The Prime Minister reaffirmed the resolve to root out the scourge of terrorism. 10 soldiers of the Frontier Constabulary have embraced martyrdom when Khawarij terrorists launched an attack on an FC checkpoint in Darazinda, Dera Ismail Khan. During the assault, the terrorists targeted the Zam FC checkpoint using heavy weaponry. According to a spokesperson from the Ministry of Interior, the FC soldiers stood firm and courageously fought back, ultimately sacrificing their lives to protect the checkpoint and thwart the terrorist assault. Among the martyrs, 6 soldiers hailed from South Waziristan, while 4 were from the Karak district. 3 FC personnel were also wounded during the exchange of fire with the attackers. The Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar has called for continued intergenerational collaboration to ensure lasting progress for the Commonwealth community. Addressing the Commonwealth Intergenerational Dialogue in Samoa today, he urged the Commonwealth leaders to embrace the youth as partners in building a stronger and more sustainable future. While calling the youth's leadership vital for a resilient and inclusive Commonwealth, Ishaq Dar highlighted the initiatives like the Prime Minister's Youth Programme in Pakistan, which has supported millions of young people. The Deputy Prime Minister also commended the contributions of young leaders in climate action and driving digital innovation. The Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb met the Managing Director of Operations at the World Bank on a Bujurd in Washington, D.C. and discussed Pakistan's development priorities. The Finance Minister briefed her on the Joint Domestic Resource Mobilization Initiative launched with the support of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. Both the sides agreed to continue efforts to sustain recent improvements in disbursements. During a meeting with the Minister of State for Development, Women and Equalities of the United Kingdom, Ms. Annalise Dodds, in Washington, D.C., the Finance Minister emphasized the opportunities emerging in Pakistan due to the improved investment climate. Mohammad Aurangzeb invited the British companies to invest in Pakistan's agriculture, information technology, and mines and minerals sectors. The Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Ataullah Tarar, has said the government is taking all possible measures to ensure a drug-free society. He was responding to a query during the question hour in the National Assembly today. The minister said the federal government has allocated funds to create awareness amongst the people about the menace of drugs through films and dramas. Replying to another question, he said a smart city app in the name of My Islamabad is being launched to provide all kinds of facilities to the citizens. Responding to a calling attention notice, the information minister said the government is focusing on bringing down the electricity tariff. He said this will help bring down electricity prices, which will have a positive impact on the economy. The House will now meet again on Monday at 5 in the evening. The Senate was informed today that over 17,700 religious madaris are registered with the Directorate General Religious Education. The Minister for Education and Professional Training, Khalid Maqbool Siddiqui, in a written reply, informed the House that the Directorate General Religious Education is the only department of the federal level to register religious seminaries. Khalid Maqbool Siddiqui said the Directorate has provided 1,196 teachers in over 500 madaris. The chair announced that a Russian parliamentary delegation led by Speaker of the Federation Council, Ms. Valentina, is paying a 3-day visit to Pakistan from Sunday. He said Ms. Valentina will address the Senate of Pakistan in its special sitting to be held on Monday. Later, the House was adjourned to meet on Monday at 3 in the afternoon. A full court reference in honor of the outgoing Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Qazi Faiz Issa, was held at the Supreme Court of Pakistan in Islamabad today. The outgoing Chief Justice of Pakistan, Justice Qazi Faiz Issa, the Chief Justice of Pakistan designate, Mr. Justice Yahya Afridi, judges of the Supreme Court, ad hoc judges, judges of the Shariat Appellate Court, representatives of the Bar Association's legal fraternity, and senior lawyers attended the full court reference. This is Radio Pakistan. A world-class green tech hub was launched in Islamabad today to transform Pakistan's energy landscape and reduce the sector's carbon footprints. The initiative has been jointly launched by the Ministry of Climate Change and national and international energy sector stakeholders to tap into green technologies and foster renewable energy solutions. Addressing the launching ceremony, Prime Minister's Coordinator on Climate Change, Ramina Khurshid Alam, said the Green Tech Hub would be instrumental in positioning the country as a regional leader in promotion and adoption of sustainable, innovative solutions. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for ending the suffering of women and girls under foreign occupation in the Indian illegally occupied Kashmir and Palestine. Speaking at a debate titled Women, Peace and Security at the United Nations Security Council, Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Munir Akram, said this agenda must accord priority to end the suffering of women in areas under foreign occupation. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and around the world will observe Sunday as Black Day to send a powerful message to the Indian authorities and the international community that they vehemently reject New Delhi's illegal occupation of their homeland. According to Kashmir Media Service, it was on October 27, 1947, that the Indian troops, in blatant violation of the partition plan of the subcontinent, invaded Jammu and Kashmir, occupying it against the will of the Kashmiri people. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has called for the observance of the shutdown and Black Day with the support from various other organizations. 3 Indian troops were killed and at least 3 others injured in an attack on their vehicle in the Bhuta Patri area of Gulmarg in Baramulla district. Immediately after the attack, the Indian troops fired indiscriminately, resulting in the killing of 2 civilians, Mushtaq Ahmed and Zahur Ahmed Mir, both residents of Baramulla, who were working as porters for the Indian Army. 38 members of the same family, including 14 children, have been martyred in an Israeli army raid in Khan Yunis. Gaza's civil defense has warned of mass casualties after the Israeli military blew up a dozen residential buildings in northern Gaza's Jabalia refugee camp in an attack described as major massacre. And now cricket. On the second day of the third and last cricket test match against Pakistan in Rawalpindi, England were 24 runs for the loss of 3 wickets at stumps today. Earlier, Pakistan resumed their first innings on 73 for 3 today and scored 344 runs. The 3-match series is level 1-1. In the first semi-final of men's ACC T20 Emerging Teams Asia Cup 2024 at Oman today, Sri Lanka defeated Pakistan by 7 wickets and qualified for the final. Earlier, Pakistan scored 135 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Sri Lanka achieved the victory target in 16.3 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. Meanwhile, in the second semi-final, Afghanistan A will face India A at the same venue at 6:30 in the evening today. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while hot conditions are likely in south during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.